Hello and welcome to Tub News and Commentary. News of Maui you won't find anyplace else. Hi, I'm Larry John. It's time to watch what you've been missing.
Hi, I'm Renee DeAhl, and I'm here with Bobby Ray Bishop, famous Maui guitarist.
Aloha, darling.
Aloha. I hear you're doing a new band called Blue. Tell me all about it.
I am. Since moving here a couple of years ago, I was a little burnt out on playing, but I knew the itch to play would come back, and it has. So in a smaller market like this, I've decided to kind of open source the membership. I've invited about 12 to 15 different players to be available in the project. As it starts to work, which was expected to be August or September of this year, I'll call different players depending on the venue, availability, particular material we're going to do, and then take it out and run it a little bit in like a jam band format where we're going to touch on all of the big blues grooves, swing, rumbas, shuffles, and see if we can't get these dancers out on the dance floor and see which combination of the players on this island that like blues music work best together.
Sounds like fun to me.
It's going to be a lot of fun.
Oh, I'm looking forward to it because I like to dance too. And maybe you'll catch me up singing. What do you think?
Yeah, you know your name's on that list, girl. Okay. You'll be doing plenty of singing for me.
Which part of the island do you plan on starting?
It will probably either start in the South Market or the West Side Market. I've got a couple of people on my team that are going to start to book it as soon as all the press material's done. I'm expecting another 2 to 3 weeks for all the press material to be done, the social media stuff to be built, and then they will start to book it. But I highly likely anticipate it'll start working on the West Side or the South Markets to start with.
I'm excited.
Me
Who are
too.
some of your players?
I've got Aaron Fulton and Randy Littleton and Nuno Aviles and Sal Godinez and Joel Gold and Ron Matoyer, and the list is growing every day as people in the island that are interested in blues music are hearing about this stunt I'm attempting. They're throwing their hats into the ring, so the list is picking up 1 or 2 bodies a week at this point.
So tell me, how did you get here? Where did you come from?
I'm originally from upstate New York, a little town called Poughkeepsie. I ended up sort of following a buddy from college here. He's been here about 7 years. I've been here about 2. So about 5 years ago, he had a baby, had several miscarriages, said to me, you got to come see her while she's little. I wasn't overly happy. I had migrated to South Florida a few years previous to that, and was looking to make a change. Ended a long-time relationship. When he said, come visit the baby, I thought, I'd stick the stuff in a storage facility and go see this island. If I don't like it, I can go anywhere else. If I do, I can have the stuff shipped to me. So I came and saw his beautiful little girl and started routing around the rock here. And, you know, a lot of people say Maui is what you think Florida is before you go there. So I was enthralled with the place, more specifically the people that are here.
Good.
And so decided to stay.
So when did you start playing guitar and what kind?
I didn't start playing the guitar till I was in my mid-30s. Somebody that owed me money gave me an instrument in exchange for the balance due. I hung it on the wall as a piece of art. Another friend who was a musician came over, took it down, restrung it, put it in tune, left it on my sofa. I started fiddling around with it just as sort of a hobby, kind of a curiosity for a period of time. And then it just slowly but surely took up increasing amounts of my time in the evening as I became interested in it. The gentleman who took it down and strung it for me said, you know, that last half hour or hour of the day when you're sitting on the sofa, just put the thing in your hands. So slowly but surely over the course of several years, I got a little bit better at it, got more interested in it, and then started taking some lessons. The bulk of them I took from the old guitar player in Levon Helm and the Barn Burners named Pat O'Shea,
Okay.
who also lived in Poughkeepsie, New York at that time. Then I started playing at the local blues jams.
Who's
And-
your favorite?
Favorite guitar player?
Yeah.
Junior Watson, probably by far and away. I was lucky enough to get Junior and a portion of his band to play on my last record. And through the course of meeting Junior, I hadn't seen him. I never seen him play. He came very close to where I was living in New York. My then girlfriend couldn't make it. She says, I know you want to see this. Get in the car, go. I went. He was standing outside the venue smoking a cigar. So I just went up, shook his hand, said hello. I'd only at that point in my life played 3 gigs. Some young 19-year-old gentleman walked up to me and said, oh, hey, you're Bobby Ray Bishop. It was fabulous last weekend. Looked at Junior like he was a janitor and walked away. Junior invited me up to play. His drummer was his booking agent at that point, a gentleman by the name of Jimmy Molyneux from MX Blues Productions, and said, well, when we come back through this neighborhood, we have some trouble getting gigs during the week. You know, would you try to book us, or do you have a weeknight gig you could give us? They got back to California. Jimmy called me immediately and said, we'll be back on the East Coast in a couple of months. I booked Junior a couple of gigs, sat in and played with him at those gigs, would sit in the hotel room with him before, and he would start to give me instruction as well. And then he left town after that stretch in the East Coast and started giving my phone number out to other guitar players and bands, which included Mark Hummel, J.W. Jones, Gary Primich. And so they all called me. I started booking them as well. And so by booking them in my region when they were coming through, they would then teach me about the blues music business, about blues music, and about how to play my instrument. So through a weird happenstance, one-off handshake with my hero, I ended up with access to instruction in this business that was the best that possibly
You have been very fortunate in your career, have you not?
Very, very lucky man.
Well, thank you very much. This is Bobby Ray Bishop. I'm Renee DeAhl Nakata. This is Tub News and Commentary. Thank you.
Thanks for watching Tub News and Commentary. News of Maui you won't find anyplace else. I'm Larry John, and thanks for watching what you've been missing.